If you're an anarchist or a socialist or a communist or even a leftist in general, we're going to have to talk about you. The government is coming for you. If you have any leftist tendencies, if you have any anti-fascist tendencies, if you even believe that fascists are immoral in any way, shape, or form, then they're coming for you. If you believe that Black Lives Matter, if you stand for indigenous rights, if you stand for people of color, if you're not a white supremacist, they're coming for you. This is a repetition of the Nazi Party. They came for the socialists first, and they're going to come for the Jews next, and they're going to come for the Muslims, and they're going to come for the people of color. It's literally going to be the end of the fucking world. The United States is literally going to implode on itself. The supposed model of capitalism is literally failing right now. You have corporations who are profiting on the very lives of sick people. That is the coronavirus. You have nurses on the fucking street protesting, telling people to wear a fucking mask. In white neighborhoods, police don't enforce the mask. But in black neighborhoods, police do enforce the mask violently, to the point to where in New York City, they do stop and frisks on black people to 40%. And all of this has risen the statistics of the coronavirus every single fucking day. Every single fucking day is a new fucking record. Every day is a new fucking record of the worst amounts of coronavirus death every single fucking day. You think Donald Trump has an end plan? You really think Donald Trump has an end plan? What do you think he's doing in Portland right now? He's sending unmarked van with Gestapo, sending demonstrators to jail. And these police officers don't even have a badge. They don't even have a badge. They just go in there and they just arrest these people. This is literal fascism. This is literal fucking fascism. You have to understand, this is an all-out war. This is an all-out war. And you have to understand that Donald Trump is putting and instilling a class fucking war against you. You have to get ready. You have to get fucking ready. You have to get ready. If you're trans, a person of color, if you live in a poor neighborhood, now is the time, more than ever, to get ready to defend yourself. It is time to defend yourself. I am not trying to tell yourself to start a revolution. I'm trying to tell you to get yourself ready. I'm telling you to get behind the Lakota Sioux who recently won the trial by the Supreme Court, who defeated the Dakota Access Pipeline, and they're building land. They're the ones who are mobilizing right now. I'm telling you to get behind the indigenous people. I'm telling you to get behind the people who are fucking fighting to maintain their land. I'm telling you to get behind the people who are fucking fighting to maintain their fucking autonomy. I'm telling you to get behind the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm telling you to get behind every trans woman and every trans man and every non-binary person out there. And if you're debating on whether or not now is the time to build that anarcho-communist garden, we better be fucking doing it right fucking now, because now is the time to fucking do it. You better be fucking building a solar panel. You better be fucking learning how to use a fucking gun. You better be learning how to building fucking tactical unity between your fucking brothers and sisters, and you know, and NB hoods. You better be fucking learning how to do it with your fucking homies. You better be learning how to do it with everyone. You better be learning how to use mass line tactics, and especially join a fucking union. Join a fucking union and overthrow your fucking boss. Overthrow the fucking boss if you can, and make sure that you put in a fucking sit-in, and make sure that you do a fucking general fucking strike. Because we need to fucking overthrow capitalism once and for fucking all. Because if we can overthrow capitalism, we can overthrow the military fucking industrial complex. And we need to not only overthrow the military industrial complex, we need to ultimately decolonize and make reparation for the indigenous peoples, and learn
how to have a relationship with nature and have a better relationship with nature and not have a relationship with money and have a relationship with material. Because when you have a relationship with material and have a relationship with money to the point to where you're spending money all the fucking time, and you're always spending money and you're obsessed with money and you commodify everything, then you ultimately are obsessed with capitalism. That's the problem with capitalism. Capitalism is a spook. Capitalism is a spook. And capitalism literally brainwashes you to your boss. It makes you a slave to the land that you are on. And that land needs to be collectivized.
And most importantly, be ready to defend immigrants more so than ever before. Build a fucking shelter for immigrants. Build a fucking shelter for immigrants. Because let me tell you right now, immigrants are fucking vulnerable as shit, especially for ICE. Be ready to defend them. Right now, more than ever before, they're the ones who are really, really vulnerable. ICE just made a fucking statement that they're gonna be getting deported if they go to online classes, if they have a visa for university. So you need to ultimately be vigilant for things like that, and you need to build a base, a physical base, and acquire land. And I'm not just talking about some 6 foot block, on downtown Seattle or Los Angeles or Atlanta. No, I'm talking about like actual land, and that you can actually own, and that you can actually like build a base on, and that you can actually like give them some shelter on, and you can actually do some fucking training on, and that you can actually do some real fucking, you can actually give them some real fucking shelter on. You can give them a home on. Not some hippie commune, not some hippie shit, not some hippie bullshit. I hate to say this, and I have been refraining from commenting on this, but, and I mean, I really don't like saying this, but Chaz was not an anarchist experiment. It really, really wasn't. As cool as it was, it really wasn't an anarchist experiment. Sure, they were able to keep the police out for a long time, and yes, they did use anarchist and Maoist tactics in order to organize, but ultimately, at the end of the day, they weren't a commune. They really weren't a commune. They were literally a zone that literally just like they weren't an anarchist experiment. It really wasn't an anarchist experiment. I'm sorry, it just wasn't. You need to be ready for when the Attorney fucking General launches a military fucking strike, a Bolivia fucking coup on the American fucking people. You need to be ready for when the Attorney fucking General launches a military fucking coup in your fucking neighborhood. When the Attorney fucking General comes into your fucking neighborhood, like they went to Portland, Oregon, and they start knocking on your door and they say, are you Antifa? Or are you an anarchist? Or are you a fucking terrorist? Or are you a fucking, this or that, or this or that? Or do you disapprove of this? Let me tell you something. Donald Trump right now, he's literally fucking using advertisements on the internet to ask you what your opinion is on socialism. You know that? He's doing that right now. He's making a list. You think he honestly wants to know what your opinion is on socialism is? He's making a fucking list. And when you answer that list, he's making a fucking list for every fucking person who has ever been to a protest with Black Lives Matter on it,
even right now with this Goodnight White Pride, I'm on a list. I mean, I've already been on a list because I've been visited by the Secret Services. I mean, I am on a list. But for Christ's sake, Donald Trump, with this Goodnight White Pride, flag, I'm already on a list as well. I'm already gonna be on a list. I'm an anti-fascist supporter. I've donated money to anti-fascists in the past. So that's just something that is a fact. And that is just, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. And the fact of the matter is that Donald Trump is considering me a terrorist by that fact of the matter.
And this is literally the Red Scare. It is the Red Scare. You know why? Because Donald Trump
is a literal fucking crybaby. He's a fucking crybaby. He's a weak fucking piece of shit. He's a weak fucking crybaby. He's a weak fucking little crappy little piece of shit. He's a weak little fucking cuck.
And that's why, my friends, we need to get fucking ready to bunker down. If you're not bunkering the fuck down, if you're not bunkering the motherfuck down, then you are wasting your fucking time. Again, get behind the Lakota Sioux tribe, who literally just reacquired their fucking land at Standing Rock. Get behind the Stoughton tribe. Get behind the indigenous people in general, in fact. I mean, get behind the Black Lives Matter movement. Get behind the Latina people. Get behind Chicano. They're gonna start fucking evicting people pretty fucking soon. Because there's no end goal here. We're gonna start seeing war. There's no fucking end goal. Get fucking ready. Now.